Hello, everybody. Are we excited? I see some of you mentioning about what sub incentives we're going to have today. I also see some hydrate the homies, so let me hydrate first. Oh, I've got ideas. What was the 100 subs? I don't know, but let me ask Chad a question. Would you rather hear Phoenix Wright as Christopher Walken or Macho Man Phoenix Savage? Randy, that's right. After maybe I should bring the others in. All right, you guys are in now. But yes, continue the story after the events. For those of you who missed it, AKL was just saying in the group chat that due to the events of Mystery Dungeon, we knew that Randy was in college at the time when he had his drug-induced trip, but we didn't know what he was in college for. Maybe he was in college for law school, and he graduated after he was brought back from the brink, and now he's a practicing attorney. That could be our reality if... What would be a good milestone for that, do you guys think? 20 gift subs? 25 gift subs? Okay, so 20 to start to make Phoenix Wright into either Macho Man Randy Savage or Christopher Walken, Chad's choice, and then every 10 after that we can figure out. Usually we figure out what we want to go to in the middle of the dub, but we're pretty good at doing it live. But hello everybody, welcome back to the next episode of the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney live dub playthrough. Oh yes, I do. The live dub that has always started as a very serious dub, but has inevitably turned into whatever we want it to be. Wait, wasn't there a way for me to just like actually share my... Like, there was an option not to just share the screen, but to port whatever I was currently playing. But I'm not seeing that option here. Screens? No, it's letting me do... Oh, it's just with Steam? Okay. Okay, but you guys can see that decently, right? Okay. Alright. So, let me check back through who we had for our cast. We're not going to announce the cast yet, but I will look back through case 3, through that post, and we'll drag in people accordingly. Trying to jump down the list, and it won't let me. Yeah, I'll just have to scroll up. I was trying to check through on Control F search to save myself the trouble, but it's not wanting to bring it up for me. There we go. Hello, hello. Okay. I know that Incubus said they would be available. I typed out Incubus, and it's #1 Shin Lover. Well, the good news is we have a little bit of time, just because I don't think their character shows up yet. I'll double check. I'll scroll up real quick. Thank you guys for your patience while we figure this out. We don't want to leave anyone behind. Also, to explain, we are not going to end up having any volunteer slots open today, just because we had people redeem their slots Oh, you guys should be able to hear. Oh, it's because it has to be through the headphones. Thank you for the heads up. All right. So sorry, us in the Discord, we're figuring out the cast list and adding people. To give you a heads up, we won't be adding any volunteer slots today because we had folks redeem their points last week, but none of the volunteers ever actually got to talk because it was just pretty much the entire main cast that time. So we are having those people who already spent their points come back this week. They will be voicing the characters that we assigned them to. Oh yeah, Crash, this has been a consistent thing. We've been voicing the entire thing. But in this case, when I do stuff like Bug Fables off Saturday, if I choose to voice the characters, that's just me doing everything. But this time around, we have what are called live dubs. So we have an entire group of people who have assigned roles. And we will usually take 2 to 3 volunteers per episode for smaller bit roles, and we will voice the game together. And we've done it twice so far. We did it with Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Remake, and we did it with Undertale. So now this is our third one, a very ambitious live dub playthrough with the first game in the Ace Attorney trilogy. All right, so let me see, who was it that we had? Okay, so if that character shows up and Incubus has not tuned in, I will probably let everyone know, and then we'll open up for a volunteer who would like to voice them, because I'm sure there's some interest in the chat. But I did ping them, and hopefully they will respond in time, but I don't want to have us waiting too long, since we've actually started a stream before 6 p.m. for once.
We did it. Good job, you.
Yeah. With that being said, everyone in the cast ready?
Yep.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan to me. All right. We will do probably... No, we can just keep it the way it is. But welcome, everyone, to episode... God, what is it? 3? 4? I think episode 4? I don't think
4.
I believe so, because we finished all of Case 1. Case 2 took... it was all of Case 1 and part of Case 2, then we finished Case 2, and then we did part of Case 3, so I believe this is episode 4. So welcome to episode 4, or episode 4 of Case 3 on day 2, with your one and only...
There you go.
Oh,
Finish that
shoot.
pattern.
Oh, we've got 2 gift subs already. Make sure someone keeps track of this.
We
Zelda
got
Marshall,
2.
thank you very much for the gift sub. And welcome Amtrak's VA and the Hellspawn Hero back to the Lion Pride. 18 more until chat decides whether I voice Macho Man Phoenix Savage or Christopher Walken. Looking forward to it. But anyway, go ahead.
Not Krista Phoenix walking.
Krista Phoenix, I like that. You can't just simply walk into the courtroom and declare someone guilty. You need to have evidence, or at least an updated autopsy report. Anyway, let's begin.
Oh my god.
So when we left off, I believe, it was right at the end of the scene, we had just bought ourselves some time by proving that Will Powers was not the only potential murderer. I believe it was also Wendy Youngbag that we had pinned as saying she had access, she had an employee card, maybe she's responsible. We knew she couldn't be the culprit, but like any good lawyer, we pinned blame on her anyway so that we could buy time to prove our client innocent. Great usage of the law system. So now that we've bought time, we're going to try and acquire some more info, find some more witnesses. October 18th, Wright and Company Law Offices. Whew, what a day.
There's no time for relaxing, Nick! Say, you think WP's got a chance?
I guess that really depends on the people we found out about in today's trial.
The director and the producer?
Yeah, them.
Well, what are we doing here then? Let's get to the studios.
It's a nice day outside. The hotel across the way is always full these days. There's the bellboy, happily cleaning the room. Mia's favorite potted plant. Maya's been watering it so much lately, it looks a little swollen. She's either trying to make it grow or she's perfecting her water torture technique.
Absolutely the latter.
Thank you very much for the gift sub, Sacker Guy 79, and welcome Hedgehog Sonic 11. That is 3. We need 17 more. A poster of an old movie that Mia liked. I was thinking I should go see it myself. Then I realized that the poster doesn't actually say the title of the movie. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scarier still is the thought that I have to read all of these now. I feel like most of these are repeats, but I can't trust myself because it doesn't have a check mark. Mia's desk. Actually, it's my desk now. Sitting here always makes me feel like a professional. Especially the photograph of Spider-Man I keep behind me. What do you think we should do?
What do I... Huh? Why don't we do what you just said? We gotta get the scoop on this director and producer.
Oh, right. Then there's no point hanging out here.
That's what I've been saying! Let's get to those studios pronto! We don't have enough information to make a case yet.
That's exactly the same thing you said yesterday. Just admit it. You don't have a clue what happened.
There's not enough information.
But I'm a lawyer. Hey, you see this? You see this?
You really like showing that off, don't you, Nick? Hey, you still have that. Great.
Well, we couldn't get into the scene of the murder without it. And its owner isn't missing it in his detention cell.
Poor old WP. I wish I had my own samurai spear. You'd be my own personal pincushion, Nick.
Me? Why me?
I was kidding about the MV dynamic.
Damn, what is that MV dynamic? Sorry, I don't know how that'll help us figure this out.
Alright. October 18th. Detention Center. Visitor's room. And holding cell for that starving security guard in the back.
Oh, Mr. Wright. Thank you for earlier.
Not at all. We got lucky, to tell the truth.
Say that again.
Let's not.
So, WP. Do you have any leads on, that might get us going in the right direction?
Sorry, but no.
Be sure to tell us anything that comes to mind, no matter how small.
We can't rely on getting lucky again tomorrow.
Yeah.
Turns out this guard has been dead for years. They just replaced him with a stuffed mannequin after the first week. Do, fanboys sneak into the studios often?
No, not that I know of. That security lady's pretty strict with them.
But in today's testimony, didn't she say they were often hanging around?
The kids really love to steal Samurai. They sneak past when she's not looking, I guess.
Was the director present at the morning run-through?
Yeah, he was. He was directing how the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate should move. Well, just the studio asked us to keep quiet.
That has nothing to do with this. I hate to repeat myself, but Nick here is a newbie lawyer, fresh off the bar.
And potentially college.
When he loses, he's going to lose big.
I see. Oh God, I'm going to jail.
Whose side is he on?
You aren't hiding anything else from us, are you?
No, I sure hope not.
That reminds me of like TSA is like, if there is any unattended baggage that you're not aware of, please report it to someone. Like, if I didn't know about it, how would I find out?
excuse me. Thank you for showing me that. Whatever it is.
You see, Maya, there's a reason for that.
I wish I could think of some way I could help you. Sorry. It's allergies, I swear.
October 18th, 2:16 p.m. Global Studios, main gate.
No one's here.
Right. Now that they have Mrs. Oldbag in custody. I guess they don't have anyone else to replace her.
Hey, in the guard station, look. She left her donuts.
You fucking scavenger.
I'm hungry. What? I wasn't gonna eat them.
So you're saying, do not eat them? What's that? How did we figure out the murder? Well, a little birdie told me, and then wouldn't shut up for the next 5 minutes.
I'm sorry.
The computer that runs the studio security cameras. Huh? It looks like it's been turned off for the day. An overhead map of the studios. Right from here is the employee area. To the left are the actual film studios. The main entrance to the studios. They probably have a police officer on patrol out there. Looks like a studio van. They probably use it to carry around film equipment. Birds. They won't shut up. I think that's everything here. Wait, what happens if I present this to nothing? Nope, can't do it. Damn. The birds won't appreciate my authority.
I'm pulling Incubus in, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
October 18th, Studio 1 entrance.
Hey, Nick. It looks like Detective Gumshoe isn't here today.
You're right. He's probably up to his neck in paperwork after the commotion at today's trial.
So, Nick, remember that Studio 2 we heard about at the trial today? It was down that path with the fallen tree, right?
Yeah, I think that's what they said.
Maybe the director and the rest of them are there today. Now's our chance, Nick. Let's check it out.
That's the security camera that automatically takes pictures of people here. It took 2 pictures on the day of the murder, before the actual time of death. One of them was the Steel Samurai. The other was a grade school boy. It doesn't seem to be switched on today. I'm bushed. Maybe I'll sit down here for a bit. I hear it might recover my HP and MP in the process.
Exactly why I don't want to get old. Ever.
Hey! I'm still young! I'm just tired!
Nick, when you start having to say, I'm still young, you know it's all over.
I feel so called out right now. But I am still young! The studio mascot. Apparently it's a monkey of some kind. I've never seen a monkey with a nose like that before.
Why don't they put its head back on? Maybe we should ask that assistant.
I'm not sure we really want her fixing anything. And you'd probably need a crane to move that thing.
Probably.
The entrance to Studio 1. This is the studio where they found Jack Hammer's body. October 18th, Studio 1.
I don't really want to be in here.
Yeah, it is a murder scene.
I want to go somewhere else. Nick?
Oof, the feels.
Wow, look at that camera! Must cost a ton.
Yeah, so don't touch it.
Hey, smile, Nick. You're a star.
Stop that.
Look, a ladder.
That's a step ladder.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
Right. Sorry. This girl is out there. This is where that Gundam was murdered. His body was found still inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head part looks like a helmet. Funny, I expected a spear stabbing would leave at least a few bloodstains. I guess the costume must have absorbed most of it.
Look, chair sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, take a look at that. One of those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look, a megaphone! A real-life megaphone! Ready, Nick? Action!
This girl is more trouble than I thought. October 18th, Studio 2 entrance.
This is Studio 2?
I thought so.
Doesn't really look much like a studio, does it?
No, that it does not.
Hey, there's a trailer over there.
It looks pretty sturdy for a movie set trailer.
Are we sure this is a studio? Nick, let's go inside.
You think it's okay? Oh, well, it's locked.
Aww, shucks.
On closer inspection, this trailer looks like it's been here for a while. I don't think this is part of some temporary film set. There are some flowers here.
Wow. Hey, they're taking good care of these.
Don't get too close. Don't get too close. That's a typo. Oh, the QAs! Ever since I mentioned QA, I have not been able to have a stream where there isn't a typo.
Oh, the original game had a ton of typos. They didn't update the script at all.
Oh my goodness. That fence looks dangerous. Why? This is what pisses me off, is I'm certain this is gonna come up in the trial, but they don't comment on the fact that one of these looks bent. Isn't that a little important?
Don't worry about it.
I don't know, is it?
I don't know, is it? These look like
I'm
materials
just
for
waiting
making a
for the
movie
fake
set.
out.
They've been sitting here for quite some time. This might as well be a junkyard.
Slide to the left. Looks like 2 people ate here. There's nothing left on the plates.
Hey, so they ate T-bone steaks too.
What is it with steaks around here?
Hey, there's always room for steak. But something does seem out of place.
What?
I don't know. It just feels odd.
Is there blood on the flowers? Oh, no, it's just the coloration. 50 minutes later, there were blood on the flowers. God damn it! An incinerator. Apparently, they just put this one in. It's already covered in soot. They must not clean it much. A light van for moving staff and equipment around. They've kept it in pretty good shape. Looks like it'd run fine.
Well, let's get drive.
Sure, if I had a license.
Nick, you don't have a driver's license?
But look, I have this!
Why are you showing me your attorney's badge, Nick?
I lost my license after I smoked too much weed in college. Let me tell you about the time I had a crazy trip. There's a big 2 painted here.
Probably because it's a studio too.
Now, Maya. Don't bring logic into this. Though it doesn't look anything like a studio. She wants to drive donuts around the set. What is it with you and donuts, Maya?
I like donuts. Shut up.
Okay, October 18th. Global Studios. Employee area.
Look, it's that assistant girl. Hey!
Oh, hi. WB Lawyers, right? I heard about the trial. Great job, guys.
Oh? Don't mention it.
Is it true that they caught the security lady?
Oh,
Actually, she just called me. She told me to cover up that drain.
You mean that one?
Yeah, what other drain?
Wow. Maya, she's been draining this whole day. Wow, what a mess.
I know. I'm not so good with handiwork. Some assistant, right?
Yeah, but you do work on the props in the backdrops, right?
Right. Just lots of times they end up looking worse than they did before I fixed them. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Oh? Oh, well, I'm sure these things happen. Nothing to worry yourself about.
You're right. I won't.
She is one of the Digidestined, yes. Personally, I think she should worry at least a little bit more.
Oh, I thought that is a digivice. If you'll excuse me, I have to go to the guard station. I'm supposed to fill in for Mrs. Oldback.
Enjoy the donuts.
Right. See you later then.
Good luck with your investigation.
Donuts.
Damn, I really want donuts now.
She wasn't actually supposed to fill in. She just volunteered as soon as she heard there were Krispy Kremes in the office.
She's just like, I live here now.
Right?
So, the fanboy they were talking about in the trial today, he came in through that drain?
So it seems. I guess they covered it up in a hurry.
Hey, Nick. If that drain's covered, the boy won't be able to get in.
Wow, stellar observation skills. Maybe you should be a lawyer, Maya.
I'm real smart.
Yeah? I think that was the idea.
I feel kind of sorry for him, though, don't you?
What? You want to rip the grate off?
Really, Nick? Can we?
Whoa, she's serious? Uh-oh. Well, I guess some things are just made to be broken. Like my spirit.
Yay, let's deface some property! You know, Nick, you're pretty swell sometimes.
Sometimes?
Hiya! There, that should make the kids happy.
Did you seriously just karate chop a grate cover instead of, I don't know, pulling it back? The things we do. There's a half-finished backdrop for a stage here. Looks like a castle. Probably Neo-Olde Tokyo Castle. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about these. I mean, what's the point?
It makes it a lot easier to go up hills.
Don't people cycle to get exercise? That must be the storage room. That's where they keep all the film equipment.
Wow, Nick, you know a lot about the industry.
What else would they keep in a film studio? The remains of the other day's lunch are scattered around. Everyone was probably too shocked to clean up. Nah, I just think they're fucking pigsty people. There's a T-bone on one of the plates, minus the steak. The grate that used to cover the drain. It's a little bent. I don't think it would fit if I tried to put it back on. The drain grate is off. And I know who did it.
Now the kids will be able to come in again. Doesn't it make you feel great to do a good deed like that?
Must be nice to live so free of guilt. Oh, we're not gonna actually look in it? We're gonna just, that's it? We're all done here? Let's see. Cola, candy, chisps, gum. Huh, it's so normal. I was expecting some cool theme snacks or something. Popcorn, at least.
Wait, look! Samurai soda! Nick, try this!
Be my guest.
Okay. Aw, too bad. It's all sold out.
A window into the dressing room. The glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. The door to the dressing room. It's not locked.
Hey, Nick, let's go in. Maybe there'll be something else to steal?
Hey, we're not thieves!
But we did take that card key.
You took that card key! We borrowed that! There's a difference! There's a sign on the dressing room door. Will Powers. Must be neat to have the star and have your own room like this. October 18th, Global Studios, dressing room.
This is where the steel samurai costume was, on the day of the murder.
That's what Mr. Powers says, at least. I guess they snuck in and took it while he was sleeping.
But Nick, what if Mr. Powers hadn't been sleeping? I wonder what the killer was planning on doing then.
Huh. She's got a point. Looks like someone was sleeping here. Maybe Powers did take a nap here like he said. It's locked. I guess he doesn't open his window much. It is kind of dusty outside. There's some regular suits in among the costumes here. Those must be Mr. Powers' personal clothes. There's a bunch of snacks on the table. They must give these to the employees. Some tea and cookies. Oh, can you try again? I don't think it came in.
Wait! Nick!
What now?
These snacks, they've passed the expiration date.
Then don't eat them?
They're snacks. They're meant to be eaten.
Oh my god. She is a gremlin.
I love her.
They always have mirrors like this in dressing rooms. I see my hair is still nice and spiky, just how I like it. There's an array of cosmetics here. According to Maya, that wig was used in some old TV show.
Boogie woogie. Nick, get with the picture.
Look, explain to me how you can identify a show just by seeing a wig.
I, kind of like samurai movies.
Kinda?
Mr. Powers' bag. I wonder what's inside. Hey! Supermarket tabloids? Wow, I'm kind of shocked.
Maya, leave those alone! Wolfmen found on Mars. I'll have to buy that issue. Phoenix confirmed! Phoenix confirmed! He's a furry!
Oh, hello. I'm here. I'm definitely not eating donuts.
Oh, you look a little out of place.
What does that mean? It's the clothes, isn't it? I thought my camo vest might do the trick. Kind of an alternative guard fashion thing.
So, how are the studios doing?
There's police wandering around everywhere. It's terrible. They won't even let me clean up. They don't want me disturbing evidence.
They're like, hold on, we'll cover this up ourselves. Don't worry about it.
I haven't even cleaned up our lunch plates from the day of the murder.
You mean those plates with the steak bones left over on them in the employee area?
Yeah? Can you believe it?
Do kids sneak in here a lot?
Yeah, Maya, we're talking to one right now.
Wow, rude. I don't think there's that many of them, but I do see one in particular a bunch. He's always gawking at the sets for snapping pictures. You should see old Windbag's eyes flash when she sees him.
Oh, she is a child, but only in the chosen child sense.
She has a bit of trouble catching him, though.
Steele goes, Penny, I can't disturb evidence. Maya, imagine. I heard something at the trial today. They said that the director and producer were here for the day of the murder.
Oh, sorry. I was in the prop storage room, so I didn't see them. I guess they were here, though. The studio head seemed pretty eager to keep us quiet.
They were trying to protect the director?
More the producer, really. The producer's our real star here. She saved these studios from the brink of disaster and kept them running. I don't think we'd still be in business if it weren't for that producer.
The producer, huh? Well, look at this badge!
Not really sure what that is.
I like to
Sorry.
imagine every time he does it, he goes, "Dum, look at this lawyer badge!"
I like to think that he, like, JoJo poses. Like, it's a really dramatic pose every time he whips it out.
Right? October 18th, Studio 2 entrance. This place is deserted.
Why isn't my mic working?
I don't know.
Nick? What was that noise? It sounded like it came from inside the trailer.
Someone must be inside.
Hello?
No answer.
Pretty suspicious if you ask me, Nick. Let's go in.
I'm not sure we should be barging in. Huh. It's locked.
What? Don't we have a key?
No. But there's probably one in the guard station at the main gate.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's borrow it.
Borrow it, in quotation marks.
Borrow it.
They'll let us. Oh wait, was I supposed to go to a different area? They said at the main gate studio, right?
Thanks.
Oh, there we go. Security guard station. I can see the computer that runs the security cameras.
Oh, please don't touch anything in there. The security lady would knock the stuffing out of me if she knew. Seriously,
I
don't.
really want the key to that trailer. Maybe next time.
Maybe try going back to the dressing room?
Oh, I see leaves all of a sudden. Hold on. Okay. Move. Outside Studio 1. Oh no.
Oh, no.
yes.
It's time. I believe this is
This
Sal.
is crispy.
This is
Yes,
all right.
This
This is Al.
This is crispy.
Let's go.
Uh-oh. WTF? Who are you Jew dudes? Lamau?
Huh? Wait, you first. Who are you? You look pretty suspicious to me.
It's Hifumi Yamada.
Whatever. Lamers. How can Jew not know the great Sal Manila? I make to leak shows. The Steel Samurai, mine. RTFC, read the film credits.
Really? You're the Salmonella? I'm so sorry. You look so... sorry.
No, quite alright, really. It's fine. Rough.
I don't know if that's rice or sweat, and I don't want to find out.
Yeah, I don't like it. What is it?
You know, on closer inspection.
Don't get closer, please.
Mm, yeah. Hot, hot, hot.
Oh, God, crispy. Oh, that's
It's
so
not.
good, but
It's
so
not.
bad.
That noise.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey, did you do a lot of cosplay? Cause that costume, Roxers.
Ugh. It's so good.
Feels so gross.
I need an adult.
What? Hey, you're drooling.
Lol. Buffer overrun. You've triggered my creative powers. Yes, it's coming to me. Pink Princess. The sequel to the Seal Samurai. Pink Princess, warrior of little old Tokyo. Rough Lamau.
Pink Princess?
Why does it be little old Tokyo? Why can't it have a cool name like Neo Old Tokyo?
Maya, we really need to talk about cool.
I love him, I hate him.
Ugh.
Try not to pay too much attention to things that don't interest me. Lol.
Why are you staring at me like that?
Ugh. Did you notice anything unusual on the day of the murder?
Oh, I know who the dudes are. That security lady told you about us, eh?
That's right.
It was a pretty regular day. We had a run-through for an action scene in the morning. Then a meeting from lunchtime in the Studio 2 trail. I was so busy, I didn't even get a chance to eat lunch.
I like that you did the sad face too. A T-bone steak, was it?
Sucksores. I hate missing out on food.
Nick, what does suck sores mean?
No idea.
Anyway, I was in a meeting from noon till after 4. With the producer and some bigwigs from the network.
Mr. Hammer's time of death was estimated at 2:30 p.m. If he's telling the herd, damn it! If he's telling the truth, that meeting gives him an alibi. About the producer who was at the meeting with you.
Oh, you mean Dee Vasquez? She's a genius. Mad skills all the way. Scary though. She brought these studios back from the brink of destruction. She's the one who made it possible for me to make the Steel Samurai.
You had a meeting with her on the day of the murder, right?
Yeah, we were together from noon to 4 p.m. the whole time.
Who exactly are these bigwigs people keep mentioning?
Oh, the boss over at the network, and some sponsors. Also a few production guys. They piled into a limousine and got here right around noon. Major tension.
Were all of them with you the entire time?
They're all gray-haired geezers. Ugh.
Sounds like they'd all be reliable witnesses. Oh, is Color here?
Holler.
Is she
Hey,
streaming
hold on.
right now?
No, she should be here.
I see her.
There you
You again!
Color!
How rude! Acting like you've seen a ghost!
you
You certainly got back to post your... Oh,
and
sorry,
you
dear.
certainly stole my line, lady.
Fuck you. Oh, the police took me away, they did! They pulled me out of spare Steel Samurai costume. Told me I put it on, can you imagine? How could I, a sweet little old lady, wear a giant suit like that?
Mr. Powers is pretty tall.
As soon as they saw there's no way I could wear it, they let me go.
I guess that would rule out her being the murderer.
Anyway, know this, whippersnapper. This old lady never forgets a slight or insult.
So we should call you Crowbag instead.
And you won't get any information out of me. My lips are sealed.
That does explain
Sorry,
it.
right?
You do have obvious crow's feet.
Stop insulting me.
You sure are talking a lot for someone with sealed lips.
Starting now. 1, 2.
This lady's too much. About that kid you said you saw.
If I see him again, I'm taking him down.
Nick, she's serious.
About the director, the one who was here on the day of the murder.
Again, I see him again. I am taking him the fuck down.
Nick, I think she's losing it.
Reminds me of like those Terry Crews advertisements where he like brute force tackles someone in an office building.
Dude, what was that called?
I have a feeling she's not going to respond well to anything I show her now.
If I see the damn lawyer's badge.
Oh, she's calmed down. All right. Look at her. She's just giving me the looks like. Yep, color.
Hey, no touching. Sorry, I was on mute.
Guess I'd better investigate there later. No worries. It was a pretty short one.
Hey. Hey, wait.
I'll bet he came in right through that drain.
Hey, Kiddo. What's your name, sport?
This is Incubus.
Incubus?
I'm not a kid, so don't talk to me like that.
Oh, fuck, that's such a good voice.
What? But you are a kid. What a rude little brat. That's no way to talk to an adult.
I don't see no adults here, hippie fashion chick.
Hippie fashion? Nick, I think I'm being bullied.
You gotta hand it to Maya. She's pretty sharp and pretty mad.
I'm Cody Hackins. Call me Kitty-O again and I'll cut you down where you stand, evildoer.
That is such an amazing boy voice.
So good.
Holy shit.
Thanks.
That's so good.
Applause, applause, applause. I
So-
would clap, but I can't push to talk and clap at the same time.
Chat's going nuts right now. I don't know if you can see, but like the entire
Oh,
recent
shit.
window is just everyone going crazy.
Oh, thanks guys.
So, you're a fan of the Steel Samurai?
How dare you utter that name, evildoer?
What do you mean? We're on the Steel Samurai's side.
Ha! Ha! You can't fool me!
Okay. Then what's the last line said by the innkeeper in episode 8?
You're not a real fan, said Maya.
Ha! Easy. Like some fries with that?
Huh. Not bad, Kiddo.
I am living for this fucking scene right now. We've got two amazing people voicing these characters, and it's like, I can't unhear this. This is exactly how I would hear this scene.
This is canon.
Bless everyone taking part in this who's witnessing this.
You guys are
Wait,
so
wait, Cody,
Yeah.
can you say? See, I'm even calling them by their character name. Can you say say I have the power of God and anime on my side?
Don't fuck with me. I have the power of God and anime on my side.
Yeah.
What's that?
I fucking love you.
Oh.
You guys are so
That was
nice. I'm
amazing.
blushing.
Are you already subscribed to my channel?
Yes.
All right, well, good. I'll give you a resubscription for doing that if you remind me. Oh wait,
Wonderful.
wait. I can extend it now, right? That's a thing Twitch enabled
think-
recently.
I think
Is
so.
Maybe.
Try
Yeah. Stream manager, creator dashboard. Oh God, Twitch, why you gotta be like this? Oh, that's right, because I didn't. All right, I'll take care of it later. Just remind me.
Okay.
Yeah, because
I will
recently
note.
I did C Cleaner, so it like removed all of my logins, so I would have to log back in. What are they doing? Say, you heard anything about the incident the other day?
You were here, weren't you?
Did you see anything?
He
Huh?
always, the Steel Samurai always wins. Always. Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything.
What?
But no way am I telling you losers.
Wait.
Let me go.
He's gone. Huh? Something fell off the table when he bumped into it on his way out.
Bottle? Why was this sitting there, I wonder? Oh, shit. Oh. Anyway, what was that kid saying?
He saw everything? Huh? Where's that old windbag?
Odd of her to leave her post.
Muted. Nick, that was her!
Color! Okay. Yeah, sounds like she's chasing after that boy.
Next! You'll never catch me.
Oh, she tripped.
Maya sure looks happy.
Oh no,
Eat
she
shit, old
can't
lady.
get up.
We have some art to fill the banner with.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, that's right. Oh, that's precious. I'm gonna add that right now.
Where is it at?
Oh my god.
Mega Star Station.
Is it color?
Okay, hold
Of
on.
course it's color.
I knew it.
I gotta add this to documents, Twitch resources, fan art.
Dear God, colors.
Aw.
Fursuit Phoenix!
Oh
It's
my
so
god,
fucking good.
it's so
Oh
cute.
my god.
That's adorable.
We've got our sidebar imagery. Add that, documents, Twitch resources. There we go.
Oh my god.
It's so cute, Color. God damn it.
Yay. Oh, hey. A tripping, falling old bag would sound like.
Hey, Nick, now's our chance. Let's check out the guard station.
Good idea.
Oh! This is it, Nick! The trailer key.
The key to that trailer in Studio 2.
We'll be borrowing this, right, Nick?
wonder if the key we borrowed from the guard station will work. It opened.
Great. Let's go, Nick.
She seems eager all of a sudden.
Well, you first, Nick.
Ah, not that eager. October 18th, Studio 2 trailer. Ooh, that cut off. Try it one more time.
Someone's in here.
Names.
Our names? We're WP's lawyers and
I see.
and who might you?
D. Vasquez, the producer.
D. Vasquez. She's quite beautiful. The glass is frosted. Seems pretty common around here. I can't see outside. This far into October, the dimming daylight makes it feel like winter's coming. Phoenix, it is. It looks like they were designing a set to use for the Steel Samurai show. They've got some figures for how much the set costs. I can't believe they spend that much money on those sets. Another old movie poster. The Singing Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. What the hell do samurai sing about? Chopping off heads?
Oh my god! That movie was the best! It's about a samurai who sings his way to fame and fortune. Mr. Hammer was a very accomplished singer, you know.
Oh, I gotta take a sippy. Drown the elephant.
Drown the elephant.
Singing samurai stars. What's next? Ninja ballet? This is a poster for a ninja ballet movie. No. Samurai Summer, starring Jack Hammer. This poster's quite old.
Wow, it's been years since I've seen that show. It was one of those typical summer romance stories, but it was great.
A typical summer romance with a samurai on a horse? An old movie poster. Dynamite Samurai, starring Jack Hammer. I guess Mr. Hammer used to be quite the star. This is where they had that meeting. There are documents and paper cups scattered around. Oh look, it's Maya's house. Just some paper cups and crumpled documents.
I'm not interested.
I was wondering if you could tell me about the day of the murder. Ms. Vasquez?
Script.
Excuse me?
Script. I'm looking for a script.
A script?
The Steel Samurai, episode 13. I need it.
Could we ask you a bit about the day of the murder?
I need to read it.
We're getting nowhere fast.
We'd really like to ask you about the Steel Samurai.
Miss Vasquez.
It's on TV every week. That's all I have to say about that.
Nick? She's telling us to watch TV? The nerve of her.
Hey, don't get mad at me. About the director. Sal Manella, was it? What exactly is his role here?
Perhaps I didn't make myself clear. I'm looking for a script. I can't be bothered with anything else.
Nick? Are all people in the entertainment business this weird?
No! It's starting to look like it.
Nick, let's get out of here. Isn't there someplace else we have to check?
Yeah.
Wait.
Yes?
If you've seen Manila, give him this.
Why do we have to run your errands? I don't think I like her.
Don't cry. She'll take it as a sign of weakness. Alright, we'll give it to him if we see him.
I am loving this D Vasquez. Like she is,
Oh, thank you.
she is that right amount of done. Like I can absolutely imagine you like just like smoking that pipe. You're just like, ah.
Here,
Oh, thank you.
I got this from the producer.
Bring me the script for episode 13. Episode 13. Where did I put that one? I must have left it somewhere.
Yes, an extended sub should count towards the subscriptions for tonight. How many people, extended their subscriptions? Sorry, I must have missed it earlier if, it didn't trigger the alerts. Was it just the one?
It should show in chat, but I haven't seen any others.
Okay. Well, if it did count, we'd be at what, 4 out of 20?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-oh. My ass is pwned if I don't find it.
Nick? It might be quicker to just look in all the places where he's likely to have been.
I agree. Ugh, do we seriously have to check everywhere?
I can tell you where it is if you want.
No, I'll figure it out. Oh, the snacks. Sorry. There's twice as much as before.
I ate them. They were past their expiration date anyway. Wow.
She's biting her lip and staring at me with tears welling in her eyes.
I want snacks.
Now she hangy.
I'm angry and hungry.
I think my next guess would be...
We're back at the scene of the crime. Let's find what we need and get out of here quick, Nick.
Quick, Nick.
I would be down for a quick Nick.
Hey, look, that's the chair the director sits in. I've always wanted to sit in one of these.
The director? Maya, take a look around that chair for me, would you? Remember that script the director was talking about from literally 30 seconds ago? Didn't he say he'd left it somewhere?
Aha! Found it, Nick. The script.
Good work. We're just trucking along today.
Got it.
Gotta bring our Pokemon pedometer with us.
All right, case 4, let's go. I guess.
Here, we found it. Your script.
Ah.
You're not going to talk to us?
Quiet. I'm reading.
Hmm? Just you hold on. What's the big deal? Who do you think you are anyway? And do you even know who we are?
Powers' lawyers.
Right.
Am I a suspect?
No, it's just, well, no, but...
You wanted to know about the day of the murder?
Yes, anything you could tell us would be a big help.
You know there was a meeting here at noon?
Yes, with the director and the people from the network.
Correct. Now listen closely. None of the people in this trailer that afternoon went to Studio 1.
You lying bitch.
It was impossible for us to leave.
Impossible? Why?
The path was blocked.
The path? On the day of the murder, the path that leads here was blocked?
You saw Mr. Monkey on the way here, correct?
Mr. Monkey?
The monkey with the broken head.
Oh, right. That. What an original name.
Its head fell over in the wind on the day of the murder. I didn't start moving the head out of the way until after 3 o'clock. It was after 4 by the time the path was unblocked. Capiche? Everyone in this trailer was stuck here until the path was cleared.
I see, they suffer from Pokemon Gen 1 syndrome, where if there's a fallen tree branch, they can't cross it.
Right.
Stuck in this trailer, stuck until after 4. Hammer died at 2:30. Thus, none of us could have gone to Studio 1.
What?
It's true. The crane came just after 3 to move the head. We called some people in to clear the way. I'm sure they'd corroborate my story.
But wait! What if the head fell over after 2:30? Then you could have gone to Studio 1.
2:30, the time of death. Very well. Come. That's Mr. Monkey. When it wasn't broken, it announced the time in ooks. 1 ook per hour. Ook, 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 ook. Always with the ooking.
I love this. You're doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
It is a monkey after all.
Check its head.
Why? What is it with statues also being clocks? I don't understand.
The clock inside stopped when it broke.
Huh?
Unlike the last case, this is gonna involve like the statue of Michelangelo or something like that, or whatever, or no, the David statue. And it's gonna be like, check this out, and they slap this giant statue's stone ass, and it goes, boom! The time is 4 p.m. This baby can tell the time for miles.
It turns out that the monkey was the murder weapon.
Nick, it stopped at 2:15.
2:15.
That's right. This path was blocked from 2:15 till after 4. Therefore, we're innocent. Mr. Hammer died in... Sorry, that was your line.
Oh, Mr. Hammer, I wasn't even paying attention, so thank you. Mr. Hammer died in Studio 1 at 2:30.
See, goodbye.
I thought it was saying Mr. Monkey's head added to the court data.
What do we do, Nick? There isn't anyone besides WP that could have killed Hammer. It's over. We're finished.
It sure doesn't look good. Guess we should head back to the office and plan our strategy. Take a knife to the murder victim. Turns out they're actually a cake the entire time.
Oh my god.
Everything is cake.
It was a rap celebration for finishing the episode. They made a cake out of Jack Hammer. Everything is cake.
Jack
Everything
Hammer
is cake.
the whole time.
Phoenix Wright, cake attorney.
2007, the cake is a lie. 2020, everything is cake.
The cake.
The cake is nothing but the truth.
October 18th, Wright and Company Law Offices. Now what? We're fresh out of clues. Everyone's alibi is watertight. We don't even have any promising leads. I know very well the struggle of Japan and fallen tree leaves. Things are looking pretty grim. Who's this?
Tez
Wanna
isn't
say Gumshoe?
here, right?
I can take it over because I'm pretty sure that's
Oh,
Mia.
Okay.
On top of
yes. She
Maya.
did ask me to take over, but if it makes more
It's up to
sense-
you. I'm cool with whatever.
Whoever wants to take over.
Go for it, Watashi.
Okay. You've got one lead.
Alright, it's Mia.
Mia!
Nice.
Mole! It's you! What took you so long?
Wow, okay. Sorry, Phoenix. Maya has trouble calling me unless she's really in trouble.
Right. Oh, wait. I guess that means we're really in trouble.
I'd say so.
What did you mean we have one lead?
The boy, of course.
Yeah, I saw him. I saw everything.
What?
But no way am I telling you losers.
I don't know. He didn't sound like he was going to help us at all.
I'm sure you can find some way of bringing him over to your side.
That's true. There's a van at Studio 2, and I have Candy back in my office. We can make this work!
Phoenix, no.
Help!
Phoenix, no.
Help!
Either way, we should get back to the studios. That boy is our last hope, Phoenix.
Thanks. Now I'm more worried than I was before.
Showing me that isn't going to do any good. You know what they say. Dead men don't tell tales.
You sure? You sure are talking enough. I'm a woman, Phoenix! October 18th. Global Studios, main gate.
Wise being old hard.
What's wrong?
Whippersnapper!
She's been chasing that boy this whole time.
Oh, I could catch him.
She sounds like she's tried to go up 59 flights of stairs.
I've got a hostage now, Whippersnapper.
A hostage? What happened to the boy?
If I see him again, I'll lay him flat.
My, what a violent old lady.
My, what a great camera angle, apparently. Actually, I met with the director just now.
I don't feel so good.
Is she okay?
Before I go, I have to visit the place where poor Hammer died.
Right. She was saying she wanted to visit the studio where he died. What's this about a hostage?
When the boy was running away, he dropped this and ran. He'll come back. This one.
It's kind of hard to understand her with all that huffing and puffing.
Phoenix, that hostage might be what we need. Cody might talk to us if we give him that.
Good idea. Miss Oldbag, might I...
No! I'm catching that brat is the last thing I do.
Phoenix, do you have anything you might trade with him?
Trade, I wonder. Miss Oldbag, I'm borrowing this, just so you know.
Okay. Just make sure to give it back.
She's not as demanding when she's exhausted.
How time do I have to breathe?
She's too busy catching her breath to tell me anything. Okay.
I'm dying, son.
Alright. right. Maybe it's not in my inventory right now.
Colors, can you say I'm dying, Squirtle?
I'm dying, Squirtle!
Oh my god, I was gonna say.
Yes.
Hey! That's a card! Studio One!
Right. A card key to Studio One.
I could visit poor Hammer. I'd like to visit. He died. Whew. I was his fan.
You don't have your own card, Miss Oldbag?
Studio One isn't my turn. Whew. You'll let me borrow den?
If I give her the card key, then I won't be able to get into Studio One.
Why don't you let her borrow it, Phoenix? It's like her dying wish, apparently.
I guess it can't hurt. Here you go, Miss Oldbag.
Listen to me, Sonny. I don't like having debts to no whippersnappers. You take this, and we're even. Deal?
What's this? A Steel Samurai trading card?
That sneaky kid dropped it. I figured it was pretty important to him, though.
Thank you. I may have a use for this. This must be the hostage she was talking about.
I'm off.
There she
To
goes,
live my dreams.
hobbling off toward the studio. October 18th, Global Studios, employee area. Hey! Hey, you! Wait a sec!
Phoenix, was that the boy?
Yeah, his name's Cody Hackins.
I think he ran into the dressing room.
October 18th, Global Studios, dressing room. He's sure to be in here somewhere. Found you! Ugh, damn it! He's getting away!
Come back. There, he's back.
How did she...
Hey there. Would you mind helping us out? Please?
I'm Cody.
Hello, Cody. I'm Mia. Mia Fey. Nice to meet you.
Yo,
And I'm Phoenix Wright.
who asked?
Phoenix, you can take it from here.
Got it, Mia. Now listen here, you little shit! No. I'm not so sure I'm qualified. The Steel Samurai's so cool. I think he's, the bomb.
Huh. What would a lamer like you know about the Steel Samurai?
Hey, watch that attitude!
You buy it back. Phoenix, you really shouldn't yell like that. He's only a kid.
Yeah, don't yell like that. I'm only a kid.
So, do you know anything about what happened here? Could you tell me, please?
I don't know nothing.
Looks like a little persuasion's necessary. Maybe a bribe? What if I gave you my lawyer badge?
What's that? Boring. Man, how can one person be so lame? If you were a superhero, you'd be lame-o, man.
Got him.
Cody, this look familiar?
Hey, my UR!
You are, huh?
UR, you know, ultra rare. That card's really hard to get.
You know how much gotcha I had to pull for this?
Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
I'll give you this if you help me. It's called blackmail.
But that's my card. By offering me something I already own, you're eschewing me for the very basis of our consumer society, namely the principle of fair trade.
Man, more like wokey hackins. Jesus.
Holy
Hell yeah.
shit.
Jesus, Cody. Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
Confirm Cody
Never
Hackins had
mind.
the social justice blog.
What do they teach these kids
Oh,
in school
Cody.
these days? Quantum physics?
Yeah,
Yes, they do.
whatever. I don't need that card.
It's like stuff all over your hands.
I got a double. Just keep it. It's yours.
What? After I went through all that trouble.
If you want to trade, find me a really rare card.
Really rare? You mean there's something rarer than ultra rare?
Ultra rare premium cards are way rarer than plain ultra rare cards. Come on! Man, for a grown-up, you sure are dumb.
Premium rare. Why do I feel like we're talking about steaks?
Cause we are, man.
You just come back with a T-bone steak. You're like,
Incubus,
done.
you are fucking killing it right now.
Aw, thank you.
Like, I love your level of commitment right now.
Thank you.
Do too. It's super great.
Good time. Good job all around for all of our volunteers currently.
Yeah, everybody's doing great.
Thank you.
Everyone's been great.
I agree. Everyone is amazing and wonderful. I love all of you.
October 18th, Studio 2 trailer.
Oh, I didn't realize Penny still had things. Do you want to switch?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Hello, what brings you here?
Oh, well, I had to arrange some stuff.
Yes?
The, girl with you, doesn't she seem a little different? Like, is she even the same person as before?
Nope. She's the same as always.
Same as always. Okay, whatever you say.
Here we get to see voice actors having conversations with themselves, which is absolutely something that happens.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Have you seen that boy since then?
Nope. You missed it, though. The security lady was chasing around after the boy so fast, I thought she'd collapse. Of course, he got away in the end. Boy, was she mad.
Actually, we saw them. How's the old windbag doing?
She's dead. She was squeezing donuts through her clenched fist back at the guard station.
Oh my god, I want to see what that looks like.
I did
Tyler.
I hope there's found
No, 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 there's gotta be...
I'm
Oh,
on it.
here we go. We've got a video. We've got a video.
What?
Yes, we do.
Mm,
Here we
I'm
go.
scared.
Insert media source. No, window capture device?
Yeah, probably window capture.
Okay,
You're already scaring me.
right. And here's what it looks like from Wendy Oldbag.
What?
Squeeze donut.
what?
Squeeze donut?
OfficePlayground.com.
What is
Oh,
this?
it's not even a real donut.
Just
What is
squeeze
this?
donut. Boo!
I've been denied.
Boo.
We've been Smeckledorfed.
There's gotta be.
What? I agree with you.
There's gotta be.
Wait, there's a Twitter account where like this guy like squeezes food.
Oh yeah, squeezes food forcibly.
Yeah, I wonder if he has donuts.
Damn it.
Probably.
Well, if someone finds it, throw me a link.
Put on your detective caps.
Some people take their jobs a little too seriously. Are all the posters on the wall here of Hammer?
Yeah. It's a really terrible loss for the studios.
Just like the loss of that donut. Check Shitpost Central.
Wow, that fast?
No, but we've got another image for the sidebar.
Uh-oh.
Image.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Fuck yeah.
Oh my god, I love it.
We'll make this a running thing where
Wonderful.
we'll keep the sidebar open for people who want to contribute live to the
Oh my
episode.
God.
I gotta save that. Hold up.
Yeah, that's.
His popularity had been waning recently, right?
That's true. Then again, after what happened.
After what happened?
You mean you don't know about Hammer?
No, what?
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything.
No. Hold the fuck on. What happened with Hammer?
No, I'm sorry. I'm probably not the one who should tell you.
Uh-oh. Why do I get the feeling something's being covered up here?
I signed a document.
Do you know anything about this?
Hey, that's a Steel Samurai trading card. I collect those, actually. I'm one card away from a complete set.
A complete set?
Yeah, a set of one of each card.
Huh.
Wait. That's it, that's the card I need! You don't know how long I've been looking for it. I don't care what kind of girl you think I am, I need that card. Please, I beg you, please, trade with me.
Trade with you?
Yes, trade cards! Look, I'll even trade you an ultra rare premium card.
Trade me a... Huh?
Yes, it's a super good deal for your ultra rare. Please! Can't you see she's desperate?
What's everybody getting so excited about? Okay.
Really? Oh, thanks! Then this is for you.
Erp card.
My Earth card.
Is it Erp Dog?
And there she
What's Erp
goes.
Dog? Doesn't doing good things like that make you feel great?
Yeah, it does. I'm so excited because I didn't finish all the pizza and crazy bread I had from last night, but that means it's there as soon as the stream is over. Or,
Pizza time.
oh, you are making taco salad tonight. I was literally about to ask, Hun, if you had other dinner plans. I will absolutely eat taco salad.
But pizza...
No, make taco salad, please! Ugh.
Can't you see he's desperate?
What about taco salad pizza?
Yeah, why not both?
Yeah, por qué no los dos? See this card?
Yeah, so? Wait, that's it! That's the last ultra rare premium card I need! Come on, give it to me, please! You gotta give it to me!
And chat, once again, how convenient! Wow, I've never seen him so eager. Right, okay. How about a trade?
You're on! I'll give you a samurai spear and throw in an evil magistrate to boot.
That's fucking evil. He's trading me the 2 cards for the character and what the character was killed by.
Hell yeah.
Sound like commons, too.
No. Not that kind of trade. I don't want cards. I want information.
Huh? You sure? Fine by me.
Okay, Phoenix. Let's hear what he has to say. If he knows something that could help us, we can have him take the stand tomorrow.
All right, young child. I understand I'm giving you a card. Now, you'll stand in front of the court.
Oh no.
So, you like the Steel Samurai?
He's so cool.
I guess.
You're judging him by his looks. You have to look at his actions, at his life.
I'm being lectured on life by a grade schooler.
You like him too, don't you?
Oh, me? Yeah, I love the Steel Samurai.
So tell me, what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is?
Well, I've never even seen a full episode of that dumb show. Actually, I'm kind of a fan of Will Powers.
Whoa, that's totally hardcore.
You're calling me hardcore?
So what else do you like about him?
Don't tell me I have to keep this act up.
So tell me what your favorite thing about the Steel Samurai is.
I gotta think of something. I like it when he vanquishes his foes.
Yeah, wazam! The Steel Samurai always wins. Always! Check this out. It's my fan album.
What the? It's all pictures of the Steel Samurai.
I go to every live performance.
Those stupid publicity stunts where they beat each other up in public?
I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never miss one. A perfect collection. Check it out, my new digital camera.
Wow, that's very impressive. That's the newest model, isn't it?
You bet, lady. I just got it for my birthday. My album has a name. Want to hear it? The Steel Samurai, Path to Glory. The Steel Samurai always wins. Always! Hey, if you want this, you can have it, lady.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, I took these with the digital camera. I got all the data at home, so I can always make another one.
Well, then I'm happy to accept. Thank you.
Path to glory! What's with people always giving stuff to Mia? What a life. You were here on the day of the incident, right?
Yeah.
Did you see anything unusual?
Cody? Cody, he needs to know because he's fighting for justice. Isn't that the Steel Samurai's motto? For great justice? You have to help us fight for great justice too.
I saw everything.
Well, well. We might get some useful information out of him yet. Thank you for the host, Firebite. Cody, I need to ask you something very important. What's new, Pussycat? What did you see on the day of the incident?
I got here that day around 2. I had to come in through the woods out back so that the old lady wouldn't see me. I got kind of lost though. I was in there for maybe half an hour or so. Then I finally got to the studio.
He does have the power of anime. He was able to get past even when that monkey head was blocking the way.
Hell yeah. After that...
What is it, Cody?
The Steel Samurai killed the bad guy. He used the samurai spear, just like always. 1 shot, 1 kill. It happened so fast, I got scared. I went home after that.
I see. It must have been hard for you.
Man, you say those nice things, but it's so obvious you aren't speaking from the heart. Oh, damn.
Right.
Dang.
Mia?
Yes?
I think we can say for sure this means the Steel Samurai did it.
True enough.
And the director has an alibi, so it wasn't him.
Indeed.
So, the only person left who it could have been is Will Powers.
Seriously? I have to admit, it's kind of a shock. But if you put this boy on the witness stand, your client will be guilty for sure.
Let's not call him in.
Yeah, I think that would be wise. Best to leave this one alone.
Oh. Is that who I think it is?
Not so fast, pal!
Yeah, boy!
Let's go.
When you least expect it, it's the Spanish, it's Dick Gumshoe. I heard everything. This boy, he is a key witness. Cut close, I'm good at my job. He's under police protection, starting now. Come on, son.
Chat is fucking exploding right now.
Okay, Mr. Scary Man.
You've got to run Desevoirs with me down at the precinct.
No! I ain't going.
Oh my...
I think I got
This
kidnapped.
isn't kidnapping, I swear.
Ron Desevoirs. That
I
sounds.
got kidnapped.
That sounds like a Phoenix Wright character.
Oh my god. The
It was
fact that
I.
you just
Well,
you did that so confidently.
The best
Wait,
thing is
Sean.
That's a perfect Ace Attorney name, Ron
That's
Desevois.
almost Ron Delight.
Oh my god, it is actually.
Oh, you dare call me to the stand and try to make me look guilty? I am Ron Desavoir.
It's so on point.
Oh my
That
god.
didn't go so well. We're back to 0 leads. And now we have a serious handicap in court.
What are we going to do, Mia?
Well, I really need to be going.
She's like, sorry, spirit time's up.
Don't worry, Phoenix. I'm sure you'll be fine.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Come to the trial tomorrow, please! I need you there!
I have a really important meeting. I can't. Can I ask you something? Do you really believe that Mr. Powers is innocent?
Of course he is!
That's all I wanted to hear. Excellent. I'll see you in court then.
Great. Thanks, Mia.
See you soon.
Woo! To be continued.
That was incredible.
Right?
Amazing job, everyone.
We're continuing on. It's only 7:15, but I think I need a little snack before dinner happens. So I think this is a great time to take probably 10 minutes.
Pizza time?
Pizza
snack
time.
break.
Pizza.
Yeah.
This is a great time for everyone to take 10 minutes, grab some water, grab some food, use the bathroom. We'll be back in about 10 minutes, so about 7:25 PST, 10:25 Eastern time.
Cool.
Yeah, but that's pretty much straightforward. So, go take care of your needs, and we'll continue on with the next part of this. Hopefully, get some trial time in before the end of tonight's episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still screaming at you, Steel. Holy crap!
That took me by surprise.
Oh, it took everyone by surprise.
You kidnapped me. Kidnapped a child.
You're an important witness. Now stop squirming.
I'm 7 years old.
No,
You'll get
no.
7
This
years
is
in
a
the clink.
this is a court of law. I'm pretty
where
sure the
is his
police
parents?
legally kidnapped him.
Your age
You
does
need
not matter.
consent?
You cannot consent.
Oh man.
I'm pretty sure you can't subpoena a 7-year-old, right? Right?
It's not a subpoena. It's a Ron Desavoirs. It's totally different.
See,
One
Ron Desavoir was
side.
a totally different thing. That's okay.
We need a new Phoenix Wright game just so we can suggest Ron Desavoirs as a name.
It's such a good name. It's almost as
God.
good as Dead Man. Almost.
It is I, Ronald Desmond Devoirs. You can call me Ron Desavoirs. I'm sure you know.
Oh my god. It's canon. It's canon now. Alright.
Great!
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquigumshu.
I did a donut squish in Shitpost Central.
Oh my god, Color, I
Oh my
love
god,
it.
really?
Oh no, I got
must
back and
see.
heard that something is new. Bruce,
Thanks. Now I have Suddenly Seymour stuck in my head.
Yes?
You're welcome.
why?
Why not?
Yes.
Understandable. One of my friends who's watching the stream just DM'd me. It is I, Rondez of Zoaz.
My friend DM'd me that too.
All right, I'm back. The kid did it, didn't he?
Spoilers?
What? Oh, he's sorry. He's not listening.
Guys, no, Sean isn't here. We're fine. We can talk spoilers.
Yeah, it's fine.
Don't actually talk spoilers, chat.
Um,
This case makes me hate T-bone steaks, by the way.
Same, and I don't even eat them.
mm-hmm.
Every T-bone steak I've had has been like way too fatty, especially like around like I don't know. It's just really gross. I don't like them.
Mm-hmm. Oh, like around the bone, like you get nothing but like fat.
Yeah, kinda. Like it's just
Mhm.
really real gross, and I don't like it.
See, here's the hill that I'm gonna die on, is that T-bone is the worst steak. As a butcher, T-bone is the worst steak because it is basically a bad porterhouse, and a porterhouse is a fillet and a strip.
Mm-hmm. Oh, porterhouse is so good.
Yep, because the big side of the porterhouse is the strip, and then the small side is the fillet.
All right. How
The
is
dog
everybody?
house.
Welcome
Nothing.
back.
We weren't doing anything.
Welcome back.
Definitely weren't. We definitely
weren't
weren't considering making a new channel to yeet people into.
Yeah, we were 100% just talking about stream and what they're eating.
We weren't talking about Gay Baby Channel.
Oh.
Definitely not.
All right.
They said some curse shit, John. Said
We were
some
talking.
cursed ass shit.
It all started with like butcher talk, and then we just got into snacks, and we just went from there.
And then Cyan misheard Ramune as Ramen Aid.
Oh, like a soft drink made out of ramen broth.
Like really bad lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
And I was
god.
like, I don't like the things that I'm hearing. Wish we
reminds
had a
me
gay
of
baby
the,
jail. And I was like, oh wait, I'm a mod.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can make gay baby jail.
Also, please go look in Shippo Central.
Okay.
Sean, specifically you.
Oh my god, Color. When did you?
What did you do now?
When did you throw this together?
That's what I
You guys are talking.
Holy
you're a wizard.
shit!
I'm telling you, color's too powerful.
We need to
Blob.
stop color brews.
Blob OP. Don't nerf.
Nerf.
All right, hold
Nerf
on.
color brew.
Hold on. I'll cover up the wild abandoned thing for a bit, just because this deserves its own spot.
No, just cover up the voices that you do.
Nobody
Those
cares
aren't-
about your roles,
No one
Sean.
cares about that.
Rivali, I think you mean Phoenix in a fursuit.
Oh my god, Color.
It's even more intimidating when it just suddenly pops up like that.
It's just absolutely massive and takes up the entire screen.
I don't.
You drew
Ready,
this just now?
Precious
What?
donut. Yeah, I do this every day.
I too crush donuts when
This
I'm
much
mad.
power.
Oh my god. That is amazing.
Like,
This is the Holy Trinity. Is. You're incredible, Color.
all we
Seriously.
need now is like we need a fourth image, and then it's just like episode 4 of Live Dub Phoenix Wright in 4 images out of context.
Yes.
Oh, I'm trying to shrink it a bit so it fits the other images, but we'll probably just leave it as is. That is so impressive. All right. Well, with that in mind, I think it's time for us to pick back up for the second half of today's episode. October 19th, 9:42 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1.
Mr. Wright,
Yes?
why do you look so unhappy?
Nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappy.
Phoenix. Your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. You know what I mean?
I should give a proper shout out. The most recent fan art came from Color Brews, who has her own stream. She draws, what, 4 days a week?
Yep, 4 days a week.
So, feel free to check out her channel. She does requests.
Just color brews. I'll go follow.
Yeah, she's an incredible artist. I've commissioned her for a lot of Dragalia stuff. She's a great Dragalia player as well. I'm very happy to have her as a friend.
Yes, it works.
This is no time for dead people jokes, please.
When is the time? You know we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet, if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it.
Something overlooked?
We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial.
This isn't going to be easy. October 19th, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 4.
Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
I always get really excited when we find, return to a scene where there's a character we haven't heard from in, an episode or two. Like, as soon as I was like, oh, we're gonna do the trial, Cyan's coming back, AKL's coming back, let's go!
Why are you getting excited for me?
Huh?
Don't
Because
get
you're the
excited
ultimate
for me.
Edward.
Gotta have the edgy boy.
The prosecution isn't ready yet, Your Honor. I'm getting my popcorn for when Phoenix fails.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement, please.
Well, an unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday, we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today, I would like to show evidence proving that they had absolutely nothing to do with the murder.
Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth.
I wonder if it'll be that producer.
The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand.
Or that director.
Will the witness state his name and/or profession, preferably both?
How rude can you get? You don't know me. I'm the director. I make the Steel Samurai. Noob. Rough.
I already hate this man.
Salmonella. I'm a director. Television.
Wow, get your act together, lawyers. Jesus Christ.
Go on.
Is that the stupid, like, Game Grumps, like, Mickey Mouse capade?
What the hell? Can't even update an autopsy report. What a bunch of poopy ass sticks.
No!
Oh, okay.
What up, Len? Welcome to the stream.
Hold on, I gotta compose myself.
I know, right?
Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Please testify to the court about the events on that day.
Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it.
Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. The day of the murder.
I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run through. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in the meeting until around 4 o'clock. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. That's about it.
The time of Mr. Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at the time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Thanks, mister. I'm the judge, also pretending to be the lawyer. I mean, yes, Your Honor. It's up to you whether you want to reread each of the phrases, since these are technically the same thing. Either way, I'll cross-examine all of them. Is that when you always come into work?
No. I come in all sorts of hours. It's the industry way.
Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Jesus, Phoenix.
Yo, FYIW. I was pretty busy and all that day.
Tell us more about what you were doing that day.
During the morning.
Oh, sorry. So you do want to do it. Okay. In the employee area?
That's right. There was a fight scene between the Steel Samurai and the evil magistrate.
Was anyone else at the run-through?
Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. Lol. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it.
She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else?
About more time than I thought it would.
Why did it go on so long? Oh,
But
you're...
WP,
there you go.
but WT twisted his ankle during the run-through, see?
Oh, right. That's the limp.
Which, of course, led to me missing my lunch. Roths.
Roths? Rolling on the floor, starving?
I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area.
What exactly did they have for lunch?
And cooked them up.
Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area.
Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them.
Wait.
Your audio keeps dipping out a little bit. Are you like moving away from it, or is something happening that might be interfering with it? Interesting. Okay. So, in the end, you didn't get to eat?
Believe it.
That must have been tough.
Sorry, Phoenix.
Yeah?
Doesn't something about that seem odd to you?
I don't even remember what's... Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manella. When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates. The same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there?
No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all.
A T-bone steak, you mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later.
Clearly a man who likes to eat. I'd suspected as much. So, when exactly did you eat it?
We took one break during that meeting. I, wolfed it down then.
He knows all about wolves. My secret's gonna be out. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more.
We were in the meeting room until around 4.
What were you discussing?
The Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manella, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it?
Actually, I kind of can. So, nobody left the table during the whole meeting? You didn't take a single break?
Well, yeah, not a one.
What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Wait a second. Mr. Manella, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you tell the court that you ate T-bone steak during a break?
Oops, Ruffle.
Well?
Mr. Manella, what's this all about?
Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break.
Phoenix, great job. They took a break, then one of them could have gone to the studio during that time.
Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break.
Very well. Mr. Manella, your testimony, please.
Uh-oh, Edgeworth is laughing. The break.
Yeah, FYIW, we took a break, Raffle. But it was only 15 minutes. 15! That's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to, say, commit murder in Studio 1, lol. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me.
Oh my god, that nervous laughter. That was really good.
I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me because I'm old and I don't have teeth. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination.
What time exactly did you take this break? That's the time of death. So we could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise. What were you doing for those 15 minutes?
What else?
There were 2 plates on that table?
Oh, right. The other one was Diva's. Sorry, D. Vasquez's plate.
D. Vasquez, the producer.
We had a T-bone steak in 15 minutes. That's quite a feat.
Why is that?
Haven't we heard enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point is one made. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any one of them to go to Studio 1.
What?
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1?
Well, Mr. Wright?
Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer.
Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1?
If I agree to let everyone in that trailer off the hook, then the trial is over. Mr. Powers will be found guilty for sure. Hey, Feathered Flint! Welcome back, dude! Thank you so much for the subscription. I hope you got some decent rest.
We are now 5 out of 20.
Yes, we are at 5 out of 20 subs. We are getting pretty close to the end of the stream. Do you guys think I should lower it to 10 or 15? If that'll make people more willing to consider it?
Randy Savage, yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
All right.
Make it 10.
We'll make it 10.
10.
If we can get 5 more subs in any capacity, you guys can pick whether I do Christopher Walken or Randy Savage as Phoenix Wright for the rest of this episode. The victim was murdered at 2:30. Oh,
Done.
shit! Oh!
Well then.
Immediately! Oh my god.
And another one, too.
Alright, well, I'll wait until these finish. Oh, thank you, Daniel RGT, for the Twitch Prime subscription. I'll wait until these are all done.
I think we all want Randy.
We do.
Yes!
Return of Randy. Return of Randy.
Randy, Randy.
Oh my god.
It's time to see what Randy's been doing after college.
Oh, I'm gonna be so torn up by the end of this episode.
He somehow passed his exams and now he's back.
In the
to be
meantime,
aware.
hold on. I think there's one more. Yes. Oh, it's 4:45 a.m. Oh my god, get some sleep, Clint. Thanks for coming in, dude. And welcome, first of all, thank you, your favorite Mike, for the 5 gift subs. And welcome AJ Sov09, Thrombomodulin, Wolf Shadow 6, Rotomola, and Secordia Somnia to the Lion Pride. And of course, another thank you to Daniel RGT for subscribing to Twitch Prime. We're at 11 subs. We will let you guys vote on whose voice you want to change every 10 subs during the stream.
But for right now, it's time for Phoenix Wright, Randy Attorney Freezing. I'm apologize to hit the stand. The victim was murdered at 2:30, the exact time of the break in the meeting. With 15 minutes, murder is certainly a possibility.
Did the defense voice change? I suppose you might say that.
All right, I've got the judge thinking now.
Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright.
What's your point, Edgeworth?
You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record.
The court record?
Surely you knew that from 2:15 to 4 o'clock, the path between the studios had been blocked. Mrs. Monkey's head had fallen across the path.
Whoa! You're right.
Saying.
True, the break in the trailer meeting came at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkey had barred the way.
It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him.
No counter-argument, Mr. Wright? Then I'm afraid you lose
Wait,
this round.
What? What? That counted as a...
What? I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand.
What? It's over?
Get wrecked, fool.
Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in the Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of those people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it on that day.
Whoa. Okay.
All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty.
You're supposed to be non-judgmental or non-partisan. You can't say I'm afraid.
Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we do indeed have decisive evidence. A witness.
Well, at that point, he's guilty.
Of course he is.
Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's a frickin' grade school boy. Who else would it be?
Get on the stand, Yugi boy.
That's a really good Pegasus, though.
You play card games, don't you?
My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim.
I mean, have any of us seen Edgeworth's right eye?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, just play investigations.
Oh, never mind.
Order. I will have order.
Amadan, it was me, Sonic Mega.
I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear you drag this child kicking and screaming into the courtroom.
Oh, we should have taken the 10-minute break at this point,
right?
So it would have been authentic.
Court is adjourned for recess.
Yay! Recess! I call the monkey bars!
I want the swing!
Swing.
Someone's got my arm!
I hate this court.
I think I ate sawdust.
Great! I can wear my fursuit around the kids! And then Phoenix went to prison.
Oh no.
Defendant
Phoenix
lobby
is not
number...
allowed within 10 feet of schools.
I want the slide! Goes down with only a t-shirt on, has no skin left on his arms when he gets off.
Also, people in chat were saying that for the gift subs, it should be the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon cast doing their characters' voices.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh no. No.
What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi.
I'm sorry, Phoenix. What is going on with your voice? I guess I was wrong.
Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? My hopes will be snapped in half like a Slim Jim.
Don't get me wrong, I love Slim Jims. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination.
I want that. KK said low tad judge. Oh my god.
I want low tad
if we get to 20 subs, 9 more subs, they can be renewed or they can be gifts. AKL has to talk like the low tad from Mystery Dungeon, which AKL, do you want to give us an example of your low tad voice?
Oh my god, do I have to? Oh my Jesus Christ.
Oh! Here we go! Oh!
Oh my
Mike!
god. Yo.
What is wrong with you? Oh, Lombre Judge is a thing!
But like, Mike is amazing though, I'm just saying.
Mike, thank you so much for your generosity, my dude.
That is
Holy
insane.
shit. Oh. I gotta post about this. Thanks to gift donations from chat. Phoenix Wright now has the voice of Randy Savage, and the judge sounds very similar to a certain Lombre from our PMD live dub.
It turns out the judge was actually like the nerdy classmate in Randy's law school that actually just knew everything, so he became a judge.
Oh my god.
And that's another 5.
Oh my god.
EXO gave us another 5 gift subs, so we're already halfway to the next voice change.
I can bring back Zatu.
I'm gonna say Zatu Edgeworth.
Zatu Edgeworth? Alright, 5 more subs. 5 more subs will take us to Zatu Edgeworth. Also, because we're gonna be listening to this for like another 60 seconds.
I do not regret.
Oh my god. Alright, well, assuming people can still hear me, first of all, thank you very much for the 9 gift subs, your favorite Mike. Welcome Rugito28, Magic Crud, Octagonal Buster, Rask Jordan, Mick Ballad, a Woo Squad, Melon Rose, Lobosito, Kohaku _. Welcome to the Lion Pride. Then we also had 5 gift subs from EXO Versus. Thank you very much for that generosity, and welcome Aldalaro 5, Seasore24, Nathan is Bored, Dracian Flame, and Crystallux.
Do it.
Are you kidding me?
Do it.
What just happened?
Do it.
Oh my god. Holy crap.
That does it for incentives incentives.
We're done. That's incentives for today. That's incentives for today.
Insane.
Mike!
KK!
Everyone is here.
Can
Mike,
we
are in the middle. KK, we are in the middle.
I hit the button before we said we were done. I'm sorry.
Can we get some claps for Mike in chat? Some Super Lions?
And also some KK, and also some EXO.
If there's Maya lines after this, I'll bring back MV too.
You know what? Yeah, do it.
Do the bonus?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I might as well.
yeah.
There's so many. If Maya comes back near the end of this case, it'll
I
be
actually
MV.
don't know whether or not she does, but I'm still down to switch if you want. If you do that.
Super clap, super
I
clap.
kinda
People want that. I'm cool with that because I'm just chilling otherwise.
Oh my god.
I'm fine with bringing MV Mia.
MV Mia.
MV Mia.
Are you cool with that, Watashi?
You want it? It's yours, my friend.
KK, thank you very, yes, KK, no, Mike gifted 5, and then KK gifted another 5. We're at 35 subs right now.
And that's why we're bringing back MV Mia.
Oh my god, you guys.
This is happening.
All right, well, Mike, thank you for the additional 5 gift subs, and welcome Tri Delta Forcer and 11037, Ambison, Mayatsumi, Jojo Yasmin, to the Lion Pride, and great at the very end of all that was a great.
Perfect.
KK, thank you for the 5 gift subs, and welcome Frog Sauce 64. Alaricus, Jess14041, Amaru0531, and Bodhisvata to the Lion Pride.
And with all those gift subs, if you link your Twitch to your Discord, you can get a free Lion Pride roll.
Yep, and and this is probably a good time to mention it. You'll get access to a subscribers-only channel where we just post the same thing every 30 minutes, and also a Sonic Meg AMA channel where every week you can ask me up to 2 questions that you want to know about me, my career, my hobbies, any random question that comes to mind. It's a great way to want to get to learn more about me and what led to me streaming and just how I approach my business in general. Yep. Oh yeah, and for those of you who are subscribed, you have access to emotes, obviously. If you have Franker Face Z emotes, or if you have Franker Face Z enabled in your browser, you have access to a whole bunch of emotes as well. I'm gonna be very upfront. I'm adding these to Franker Face Z because I currently cannot add any additional emotes to Twitch until I become a partner. However, once I become a partner, I do plan on moving some of those emotes over to Twitch because Twitch is the person who's paying me, Twitch is how I'm doing this in the first place, so I think it's only fair that I take, you know, the emotes that a lot of people are using for free on Franker Face Z and I make them what you get for subscribing, kind of like a give and take sort of thing. So just being totally transparent, they are free to access while you have Franker Face Z, but when I hit partnership, I do plan on moving some of those over based on how many emote slots I get. So use them while you can. But anyway, yes, and the Crumpion emote was created by Emmy Ain, our resident Mia Fey. So Maya Fey. So thank you very much for your hard work, Emmy.
Of course. Technically, now she's both.
All right, are we ready to move forward with Shitpost Attorney?
Here we go.
Here we go.
The people in this trailer could not have gone to Studio One. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is.
What's gonna happen to me?
Will is like, what's going on around here?
I heard a whole bunch of screaming. I don't know. It kind of seems like everyone in the courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer.
Oh, don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we'll prove it, I guarantee.
I know a thing or two about murderers.
Leave it to us, and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai. Hero to children everywhere, after all.
You... Thanks.
What a little bitch. This one's for the kids.
Silly Will. Court trials are for kids.
Apparently.
Phoenix, let's do our best.
Yes, there it is.
Here we go. October 19th, 11:15 a.m. Shitpost Court. Courtroom number 4.
Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
So quickly. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade school of 10 years, and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary drama with this cruel questioning.
The best part of all this happening simultaneously is that there's gonna be people who check out the VOD and they're just skimming through and they listen to the first part. It's like, yeah, this is cool, this is cool. They just skip ahead and at some point they jump too far ahead and they get to the second half of the stream and no one sounds even remotely close to how they did before. And they're gonna be like, wait, what?
God, it's like Pop Team Epic where the voices are different from the first and second.
Yes, I was just about to say that.
Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground.
However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand.
Oh no!
Hey, I forgot about this.
Your Honor, the
Perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on.
Right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do.
Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness!
What? Just because you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around.
Yes, I do, Witch.
Yeah, kids, stick it to the man. But you probably should answer his questions, okay?
Hey, it's you, the nice lady!
Yeah, nice lady.
I'm very nice.
I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade.
I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. You wouldn't want to be a loser now, would you?
Witness! Cody!
He's having trouble with this gentle thing.
You were present. You were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident.
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw that day.
You know, brandishing a weapon in the middle of court, that's not gonna cause any issues.
It's a fake sword. What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps with the beard over there?
Just
I prefer bearded gentlemen myself.
A very long day.
Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. Guard, shoot his camera.
My apologies, Your Honor. He said he would not testify if he could not bring it. I'd beg special permission for the small movie if it's possible.
Being the level of a bitch you are requires special permission, but you did that anyway.
Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me wherever I go.
Phoenix. I wonder if he had the camera on him the day of the murder.
It was like Fatal Frame. He caused the murder. The camera killed. The camera killed the magistrate.
You'd probably better make a note of that in the court record.
Steel Helm, the camera is actually a clock.
Oh, no.
I mean, it's a digital camera.
Very well, Cody.
Aren't donuts just circle cakes?
Yes.
Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident.
Or donuts are technically cakes for one.
I mean, a bundt cake is just a big donut.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal, just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I kinda got lost in the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came up by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked, right before my eyes. Out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, I would've, that would've been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. You can only punch him once.
This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly.
Yeah, right. I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once.
Oh.
Plus L plus R on the controller.
Yeah, I don't trust this game anymore.
Understandable.
I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day.
Oh, right. There we go.
You really really like the Steel Samurai, huh?
Of course I do! I taped every show. And I go to all the live performances.
That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park?
Of course, duh! My dad always takes me.
Poor dad.
I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day.
Was that day the first time you'd been to the studio?
Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on a rehearsal day. And that security lady's always yelling.
Right. Please continue.
Chill, Pops. I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez! I went through the woods off the path so that old lady would catch me.
Off the path?
Yeah, you know, how the studios are in the valley there? If you go off the path a little, there's woods. That's where I was.
I see.
Anyhow, I was going for the studio.
Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio?
Unusual?
Did you see this monkey by any chance?
Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but his head wasn't busted.
Wow, voice crack.
So you went straight to the studio.
I got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes.
You got lost in the woods?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, was I relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai!
The Steel Samurai?
Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside.
I see. What then?
It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy.
What sort of bad guy was it?
A guy. A person. Kinda tall. Skinny.
Are you sure it was a guy?
I don't know. He was kinda far away.
He's being awfully vague.
Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow!
What happened to the bad guy?
Huh? Well, he kinda didn't move. Not a bit. Like, he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor.
Yes, I suppose he was.
If I had my camera with me, I would have. That would have been the time for a shot. I tell you, I can't read.
If you had your camera, you mean you weren't carrying your camera then?
No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time.
Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home.
Phoenix, remember, he's a child. Use gentle words. Be firm.
Easy for you to say.
Alright. Nope, it's at this point now
Yes,
we have to figure out.
Remember, do not kill the child. That would be bad.
Only just kinda bully him. Just a little.
Only bully.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bully.
Dunk his head in the toilet. Tell him he's lying.
No.
I'm a swirly.
Yeah.
And I tell him how he will die.
Damn it! It does contradict his evidence!
No, it doesn't. You need the picture.
No.
Of the
Hear me out.
photo
You
of
guys
the-
are gonna be like, okay, this makes perfect sense. Hold on.
Probably, honestly.
Look, so he said, if I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. What does this say?
Contains photos of every victory scene and every battle the Steel Samurai has won. What did he tell me earlier? I have never missed a single victory.
Yeah, but it wants the camera because the game is dumb and feel like that.
Yeah, the first game particularly.
Yeah, it's picky.
Also, spoilers, please. Honestly, that doesn't really change though that much in other games. Like it needs that specific evidence.
It is, but in my reckoning, the first game is particularly unfair sometimes.
For the most part, it's like obvious if you find the right part because it'll be like, oh, I've never missed a shot, or like it'll say like almost exactly the contradiction in the item's description for the most part.
Yeah,
it doesn't say. More than one piece of evidence sometimes too. And
In future games, there's actually multiple ways you can answer.
Is it really?
There are a couple of times where that happens.
Not in this first one.
But I feel like not in the first one, but I feel like in future ones you could present multiple evidence for to solve a particular.
There's also times, even in this game, where you can present the same piece of evidence on multiple statements and it'll still work.
Right.
Oh, well, I mean, I actually didn't know that.
Like, for example, on the one with, Red White, when you get the list of names, or, no, the back of the receipt, you can present that on any statement and it'll work.
Right.
Anyone?
Any of them.
Huh. Good to know they didn't like pigeonhole everything in the very first game. I mean, obviously, you know, as you get more games in the series, you start refining the craft.
Right.
Cody. Oh, Cody always carries it. There we go. All right.
Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange.
Yeah, if there's mods in chat and people are posting spoilers or hints, please remove them for me.
Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that.
Huh?
Cody, you shouldn't lie here. I have a murderer as my assistant. You understand that, right?
Mr. Wright, a word with you.
You didn't have to time him out for 10 minutes the first time.
Was that a 10-minute?
Uh-oh.
Color just straight up assassinating people. Jesus.
Was I putting on the pressure on too much?
What is this, a digital camera contraption you're talking about?
It's, a digital camera, Your Honor, used for snapping photos of me, Macho Man Randy Wright. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that?
I see.
Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you?
Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so.
Thank you for the host, Elemental.
Listen, my name is Randy Savage, and I have the heart of a lion, not a liar. No one should lie in court.
I feel called out for that, you jerk.
Well, Cody.
What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? This fucking box.
So, you did have one of these newfangled cameras. Did you use it?
Why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Ooh. Very well. Please testify to the court when you were so busy watching.
Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. the Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules!
Oh, is that everything? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, do your cross-examination thing.
Yeah, I'm a killer with me.
Are you making fun of my voice?
No, I'm sorry.
No, I'm kidding.
So why didn't you use it?
He's getting to that, you jerk.
No,
Yeah,
Zero.
let me speak.
No, Zero, you
Randy.
didn't miss anything. Nothing has happened this entire 2 hours and 45 minutes. It's been
Yeah,
very dull.
everything is normal.
It's fun.
Relax, collaborate, and listen.
Keep calm and update the autopsy report.
I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing.
Edgeworth is back with a brand new autopsy report.
But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it.
So you were watching Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight?
Yeah, of course.
You didn't turn away, not even once?
No!
Okay, then tell us exactly what happened.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham!
So the bad guy attacked him first.
Yeah,
What sort of person was this bad guy?
I told you. A person. He was a person.
How was he dressed?
I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai.
I see. And what happened next?
Then the bad guy stopped moving.
Why?
Huh? What do you mean, why?
Why wasn't the bad guy moving?
Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
And how exactly did he do that?
He killed him. How did he do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch. Samurai chop, samurai slap, something like that.
He's still being vague about this.
What? Don't give me that look, Pops.
How should I play this?
If I'm wrong again,
Cody,
What?
something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah, so what?
Yet you missed the most important part.
What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated quite clearly what he saw.
You know as well as I do that he's being vague.
That is the most specific you can be.
Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap?
Willpower's that's who.
My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurai's fight. But you missed the most important part, the killing blow!
Rabble, 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 rabble.
Order. Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how he might have missed something so vital?
Well, that's the thing.
Why are you so incompetent at your job? I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out.
Mr. Wright, your answer. We've ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai.
Oh my god, stop hand-holding me!
Why couldn't he watch the climax of the fight? You can do it.
Your Honor, I have evidence.
Evidence?
Yes, Your Honor.
So I was one step ahead of myself, just like you guys described.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Motherfucker.
Space Attorney Special.
Here's my proof.
Proof?
Wait, what?
Stop
Yeah,
it.
you might be a little like
Immediately choose it wrong.
70 steps ahead. But yeah, ask your question again.
Well, at least I didn't get punished for that.
I'm being generous today.
Because he couldn't watch it. How could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his age?
Just a moment, please. One thing has become quite clear in this boy's testimony. He did not believe he was witnessing a murder. He was watching the Steel Samurai fight, like on television. The more real the fight, the more he would have watched.
I have to agree with Mr. Edgeworth. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have another explanation before I give you a penalty?
He missed the climax of the fight because he was looking.
Okay, that is not the same thing. Watching something else is not looking at something else. Just because I'm looking down at a journal does not mean I am watching it. Fuck this game.
Probably. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. What could possibly distract this boy from seeing his idol, the Steel Samurai, fight? What do you claim he was looking at?
Oof. Come on, think of something, think of something. Nothing.
Mr. Wright, please refrain from making baseless claims. Do you have another explanation? Do you want to try again for the only option that makes sense now?
I hate this.
Time to try everything without penalty. Haven't used.
Oh, the wind knocked it over and that distracted him.
No.
Fuck!
I love how confident you're like, oh wait, it's this.
No. Stop. One time. What's more with feeling?
What? Am I
Nope.
about? If I show the fucking camera again, no, no,
Dude,
there's
maybe
no
try
way.
it, try it.
There's
try it,
no
find out.
way.
Try it. Try it. Try it.
The music stopped. The music stopped.
Here's my goddamn proof.
Oh my god, you got
Welcome
it right
to
on
the
the
Ace
first
Attorney
try.
experience.
The witness stated that he recently received this camera.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
He got it from a Mr. Professor Layton, and he wasn't entirely familiar with its operation.
I'm aware of that too. I'm old, not stupid.
Correct. Why would this game use logic when it can throw me a fucking curveball? Japan loves baseball. I should have seen this from the start. Because he was looking at his camera. Why didn't I think of that first?
Oh my god, Sean, are you okay?
He was trying to take a picture.
Hey!
Bullseye! Bazinga! The cat's out of the bag! I figured out I've corrected the code! This case is as good as solved!
Oh my god!
Holy
So
shit,
happy.
Phoenix.
What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids?
Pressing, not picking.
Good job bullying that child, Phoenix. Cody was obviously lying. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero. And not take a picture.
Right. Cody, you're going to get grounded. There was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because of this completely generic reason that didn't ever come into play and has directly contradicting evidence, whatever, but just having received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct?
But who's the murderer?
Yeah, who done it?
I don't know. Phoenix is pretty angry at this child.
I think
Yeah.
Phoenix is pretty angry at the justice system right now.
You know how like in future games like everyone has their gimmick that they do. Like Godot has his coffee where he like slams his coffee cup down or something like that. Randy Wright, whenever he gets upset, angrily snaps a Slim Jim so that he can focus again.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh my
Zelda
god.
Marshall with the gift sub and DJ Anime with the raid.
What up, DJ Anime?
You're in for a perfectly normal playthrough of Ace Attorney.
DJ, when this stream is over, everyone who's here from the raid, when this stream is over, go back to the VOD and go to about 3 minutes before the point that you just joined me, because you have missed the ultimate gamer rage that I've experienced since starting this game. Anyway, you came in at a good time. We had some incentives for subs, and a shitload of people very generously donated subs. For example, Zelda Marshall donating the gift sub. Welcome, Soccer Guy 79. So now,
Phoenix Wright is being voiced by Macho Man Randy Savage. His assistant, Mia Fey, is being voiced by his assassin assistant from the Mystery Dungeon dub. The judge is being voiced by Alambri. The prosecution is being voiced by an octogenarian bird. And that's about it.
Perfectly normal.
Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Keep bullying him.
Right. Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more.
Very well. I guess you can tell me how to do my job. Cody, can you please tell us about the camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight like a loser, like not an actual fan?
hold on, this one's for
Wow.
CJ.
Objection.
I am a real fan.
Welcome to the real world, kiddo. I'm trained in the lawyer arts and have solved cases in over 700 ways, and that's just with my lawyer badge.
Look, he's crying. Look what you did to him.
I'm being bullied. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep.
Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway.
You may proceed to the bullying.
Yeah, you're right, Pops.
What is he gonna say? Damn straight? Oh,
Pups?
Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer.
Geezer?
I'm Mr. Edgeworth.
I guess I'm the bearded gentleman.
That's what I hate about grown-ups. You're also self-conscious.
I am not
Fuck with me, kid! I will cry!
I am not. I am not unconscious yet.
The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain.
So you did see the beginning of the fight.
Yeah.
Did you notice anything unusual?
Well,
KK with the John Mulaney. You're all so self-conscious. Look at that man. He has feminine hips.
No, that's the thing I am sensitive about.
I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange.
Moving strangely?
So I held up my camera to take a picture.
Why couldn't you take a picture?
I literally say that like 2 seconds later. My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. See, I told you.
Well, you're really good at pushing buttons. When the lens opened, what did you see?
Well, a person on the ground and the steel samurai. That's all that happened. Yep.
That's all?
Yeah, I told you, I didn't take a picture.
I would have, once I got that lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one?
It's a digital camera.
Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's got to be something here I can use. Cody! Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture!
Hey!
Bullseye?
How did you know?
Because you just told me, you little bitch! I see all through your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers.
Wow!
This feels great. Bullying children is amazing.
Wow. Phoenix, no.
I love making them cry. Yeah, I took a picture.
Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody.
Cloud bullies children. Phoenix Wright bullies children.
I took a few shots, but it was too late. So I erased them.
You erased them?
Yeah.
Why would you erase a picture of your beloved steel samurai victorious?
Well, you know. Why would I want to keep a picture like that?
He's becoming less and less cooperative. Time to get out the beaten stick. I better find a clear contradiction soon, or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony?
Come on, there has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's hiding.
Me, I can't dig up the dirt. That's where you bury the bodies.
Finally!
Woo, look at you go.
Yay!
Cody!
What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad.
Cody, the state of student loans.
No!
I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day.
Huh? Oh, right.
You see, E621 was down for the day and I needed some... Anyway, what was it you told me then?
No! I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. With Sam!
Sam!
I got them all. I never miss one. A perfect collection.
Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album?
Ah!
Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album?
It's called Path to Glory. Also the title of my upcoming autobiography, available on Amazon. It's a collection of pictures of a steel samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the steel samurai has won.
I see.
Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all his pictures of the steel samurai, none were taken that day.
Jesus Christ, you are great at bullying this kid. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, then I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album.
Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait.
Don't tell me this was wrong.
Phoenix? I think think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is.
But Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually...
I'm pretty sure what you're thinking's right.
He was the one in the costume.
Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is.
Mr. Wright, explain to the court what's going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took?
Oh.
I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai is a bitch! That's why Cody deleted those photos. Never meet your heroes unless they're Macho Man Randy Wright, lawyer at law.
Oh no, he figured out the entire case.
You mean the Steel Samurai lost?
Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No way! No!
I've come to make an announcement. The Steel Samurai is a bitch-ass motherfucker.
It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. Please don't make a call-out post on Twitter.com. He never loses to anyone, ever.
Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated.
God. This was a hell of a stream to make me voice Randy Savage.
However, Cody
this is a perfect example. Do not tell a client you can do a voice if you can't do it for 2 to 4 hours per session. Very, very important.
Very true.
True.
However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth.
Rabble, 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 rabble.
Order. I will have order. Mr. Wright, you know it's illegal to murder a child in this courtroom. I mean, Cody, is that true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, bop time! Randy's air guitar. I bullied a child until he cried.
Could you imagine just Phoenix doing that in the courtroom?
I am so cool because I fucking rule. Keep crying, kid. That day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right?
Okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move.
Order!
What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright?
This live dub has collapsed so hard.
The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim.
Yet according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell!
People can trip during a fight, you idiot.
Right. What's going on?
Apparently, we have all made a serious error.
Error? What is this all about?
One.
If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer. He was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai.
Order! Order! So, the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying the man in the costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer?
That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury.
But wait, hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already?
That's what everyone thought. But remember what Mrs. Youngbag said in her testimony?
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor Hammer? No. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
I love that we're all changing our voices, and the specific part of the testimony we brought back was when she had also changed her voice.
Yeah.
Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume.
But why would the victim do such a thing?
I don't know.
I get it.
Hmm?
I thought the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops!
Huh? Me? What?
Actually, there was one piece of data I saved.
Did I get this right on the first try?
Maybe.
Yep.
Maybe.
Fuck you, game. That's what you get for making me pick 6 different pieces of evidence before you made me reuse the same one from last time.
Data?
Yeah, a photo on my digital camera.
Hmm? What? Oh no!
Show us quickly!
No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that.
Now!
Boy, you and Kurt, you better.
I can bully children too, you know.
Here, this is it. Please stop bullying me.
Now we've all had a turn to bully the child. Well, looking at it, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that could be anyone in that costume. It could even be me. Your opinion, Mr. Wright?
I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence.
I'm sorry, but this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. Penalty to Cody.
No!
Wait, Phoenix.
Mia? What?
Look at the photo again. That's it. That photo is all we need to win this trial.
What? Your Honor! I've been told by my assistant that I did a fucky-wucky. May I see that photo once more, please?
No, it's mine. Okay, fine. Why not?
Show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo.
Oh.
Have fun.
No spoilers.
How do I select? Oh, there we go.
Like that.
I think it's here.
You seem to be lacking even more confidence than usual.
I suppose that's because I'm not confident about it at all.
Well, I hope you're confident about a penalty.
Jesus.
Never mind, I guess we're
Oh
in
god.
easy mode.
The game's like, now we're gonna introduce you to timed hits. Oh my god. Thank god, because it doesn't let me save. So imagine if I fucking like lost points every time I tried this.
God, that'd be hilarious.
Well, thankfully your save's coming every 3 seconds, so we wouldn't be losing much.
Oh my god. Is inconsistent with something.
Mr. Wait, that's not the right voice.
There is no time for daydreaming and pointless pontification. Think about your client and us who are forced to listen to your pointless rambling.
Just put your fingers all over the photo, Mr. Wright. I'm sure it's somewhere. I believe you. Close enough. Not really.
Okay. Your Honor, look at this!
I see. A gate?
Might I draw your attention to the number on that gate?
I never learned how to count, but okay.
Yes.
I mean, yes, it's hard to see, but it looks like an S. Two. 5.
Clearly
2.
not a 1, Your Honor, correct? I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at.
Zatu!
That's impossible!
What's this? Why is he screaming? Please explain so that I can also be shocked along with the rest of the court. I'm feeling left out.
You see, Your Honor, along with the Ultra Premium Rare card was a complete set of Exodia the Forbidden One.
What is that?
The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime.
Show the judge where the murder took place.
Where the letter S is. No. Here at Studio 2.
I see. That would explain the 2 on the photo.
Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. As you may recall, there is a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Ms. D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. The path to the trailer was blocked.
So we've heard.
The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time.
Yes, I suppose that would be the case.
Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio Dookie.
Objection! They can just walk around the shed.
Order!
The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Mrs. Youngbank saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole the steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2.
Another objection! This is madness.
Yes, this live dub episode is indeed madness.
And no, it's not Sparta. Jackhammer is the victim. He's the victim. Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Stealing.
It's gonna turn out, one of two things happened. Either he was envious of Will Powers, and so he used the sleeping pills to put him to sleep so that he could have the starring role for once, or the person who killed Jack Hammer had put Will Powers to sleep,
and Jack Hammer was like, oh no, the show must go on. So he was trying to cover for his buddy, and he ended up getting murdered.
Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder?
Well, no, of course not.
Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim Jack Hammer stole the costume.
I have proof.
How the frick do you have proof?
Here's my proof.
What? Alright, at least I have multiple. It better not be a fucking camera.
This it's like, try it.
I'll fucking scream.
Are you getting penalized, or is it just?
I'm not getting penalized.
Try it.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. I was gonna be mad if it was the camera.
It's the camera a third time.
Joke's on you. It turns out all the evidence you needed to present was just the camera constantly.
Turns out it's your attorney badge.
Look what's in my pockets, Judge. I'm stalling for time. Oh, here's the spear. Isn't that really cool?
You're just reaching into your pocket. You toss a spear at the judge.
Mr. Wright, why do you keep evidence in your pants?
We don't have any proof. There's no evidence. Nothing up to this point has displayed that it was Jack Hammer who used the fucking sleeping pills.
You're supposed to, like, come to the conclusion that he drugged Will Powers
No,
to take the costume.
that's jumping to conclusions. That's making an assumption without any proof. They should follow this up with, can you prove that it was Jack Hammer who used the sleeping pills? Guess what? I fucking can't.
Welcome to Ace Attorney, where speculation is in the subtext.
Also, welcome to the justice system.
I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr.
Hammer and Mr. Powers ate.
Are you
okay, Sean?
Are you okay, Sean?
Oh, this is Sean. This is the best. This is my favorite episode.
Precious.
I love this so much.
There it is.
Sean?
Someone record that scream.
Yeah, someone please clip that. That whole moment. No, we need to replace the Goku scream when someone subs with that.
Yes. Yes. Here, Sean, we didn't get that clearly. Can you scream again?
What are you talking about? Nothing happened.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah.
If I
The
don't see
label
someone, you're gonna
reads
have to clip
sleeping
link.
pills.
Sleeping pills?
Yes, because apparently I was asleep the entire fucking time I was gathering evidence. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer.
Rabble, rabble, rabble!
Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it.
Your Honor, I have an idea.
Never mind.
I was saying proof that he used the sleeping pills.
Yes.
Yes.
An idea?
Run a
Continue.
test of Powers' blood. You should find traces of the sleeping pills.
Objection, dumbass. This much time after the day of the murder, even if there were traces, it proves nothing. No blood test could tell Hammer was the one who drugged him, you idiot.
Oh, okay. So it was alright. I
Honestly, they're all valid ideas.
right.
Yeah.
They are.
I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprint should show up on this bottle.
So once again, the game was like, yes, you're right, but first.
Yep.
I suppose you're right. Very well, the court will take possession of the bottle. I need something to sleep tonight after this.
I'm gonna empty my own fucking bottle after this stream.
Oh, let's go.
Oh, God.
Let's go.
Hell yeah.
This court will suspend proceedings of the current trial for. Oh, that's right. There's one more day.
Oh, that's right.
Cody Hackett's testimony revealed new possibilities in the case, and that he's a big liar, pants on fire. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor.
Would you like some aspirin for your headache? Also, your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Yes, you have homework. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume?
Steel.
It's very hard to say, I'm right.
It's me, Steel Cold Steel, from the Lead Steel of Cold Steel.
Also, who killed him? Find the answers to me by tomorrow. We're gonna go to detention. Lawyer detention.
Oh, that's a lot of homework. That's why I got into lawyering, so I wouldn't have to look at paper.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes?
Your homework is to copy Phoenix's homework, but also reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers.
As you say, Your Honor.
This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension.
Oh, you're getting hair extensions?
Very well. I will for my beard. Court is adjourned. Now I have a date with my barber.
October 19th, 2:47 p.m. Bullshit court. Defendant lobby number 1.
Whew! It was a close one.
Saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial.
Me too.
Really? You both seem so confident.
Yes, very confident about presenting every piece of lint from my pockets. Just in case.
Maybe I should take up a career in voice acting. I was ready to pronounce you Desiciado about 3 times back there.
Oh yeah, me too.
Dad?
Of course, we're totally kidding. Not really though.
I'm sad. Alexa, play Desiciado.
Also, those bits. Thank you, DJ Anime, for those bits.
I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation. But I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial.
Right. Thanks.
Huh.
Yay!
That is it. For
First
episode
day.
4.
Congrats!
My throat hurts, my head hurts, my pride hurts.
What are you talking about? This is
It's
fine.
a stream well done, honestly.
It's okay,
This
Sean, you
is
did
the
your
Ace
best.
Attorney experience, and also case 3 of every game is always known to be one of the most frustrating. For some reason, it's just a weird trend.
Right?
That's like the standard for some reason.
Oh my god,
yeah,
Justice
Game's
No,
third
oh my
case
God,
is
no.
a nightmare.
We don't talk about it.
So, a big thanks to KK Accelerator, our voice of Will Powers, Color Brews, our voice of Wendy Oldbag and Youngbag, Number 1 Shin Lover, or Incubus, as our incredible Cody Hackins, Watashi Machine returning as Penny Nichols, Extra Crispy, our volunteer, voicing as Salmonella, Nova Starlight, voicing as D. Vasquez. Looking forward to hopefully seeing them next week. As always, we had Emmy Ain as Maya, Emvia, and Mia Fey, and of course myself as Phoenix Wright. Is there anyone I'm forgetting? Oh, that's right, Steelhelm as the very brief appearance of Gumshoe.
My stream cut out for a second. I get to come back next week for D?
If you're available, yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I would love to, because she comes back in the last day of the trial.
Absolutely. Yes. So,
please give a big round of applause to everyone who contributed their time. My God, I think
Yay!
we got more clips in this one episode of the live dub than I think we did in the past 3 episodes combined.
Definitely.
Oh my God.
For sure.
Please,
God, this was amazing.
guys, please go out. Share, if you've got the clips, check the Discord, take the links, share them around, show people, tell them you need to show up for these streams because that's the kind.
Tag them on the twitter.com.
Tag them on the Twitter. Do a call out post on twitter.com. 'Cause
No.
that is the sort of thing that's going to get more people to show up and will help me on the road to partnership. But I'm so glad you guys enjoyed yourselves. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. Also, I really like this idea of, as we're doing the episodes or even between episodes, that we end up having images that we can put on the sidebar when I'm not using my webcam. So if you're an artist and you'd like to make fan art, some of you mentioned a slideshow. I would love to have a running slideshow of all the artwork made between episodes, and then we would have like 2 spaces below it for any impromptu artwork that you guys come up with during the episode, like Colors did with Furry Wright and Angry Donut. So
Yes,
that'd
be amazing.
That could absolutely be a way that chat contributes back to this and is active on the Discord by providing stuff that, because it's been a while since I've done the fan art slideshow, and this would be a good way for me to do a relevant slideshow based on what you guys have provided between episodes. So I hope you'll give a look into that. Thank you guys so much for attending. Tomorrow is Personal Progress Stream Day. We're going to be doing more Bug Fables. That is Dungeon 2. And for those of you who aren't familiar with it yet, during the Bug Fables stream, I provide all of the voices for each of the characters. So it's a nice chance for me to show off my voice acting prowess. Monday is a multiplayer thing. I haven't figured out what I want to do with that yet. Oh my God, 62 people. Thank you everyone who's here today. That means so much to me. Let's see. As for raids, I want to give...
come and watch this, Uzziah and my boyfriend, Victor.
Yeah. So let's see. Mic feedback. Oh, is he still... I'm going to check this ad real quick. It looks like Mike Feedback, the one who helped me set up my stream in the first place, might be running the final parts of Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door.
Yes. Oh my God, he is actually.
I'm seeing how far in he is. If he's pretty close to the credits, then we'll see. So we got 10 seconds. Give me a sec. It's advertising Jersey Mike sub right now and tying
Also,
it to video.
No, I'm hungry. Stop.
If we don't get to raid Mike, I do have a suggestion. There is somebody who will dance if you raid them.
Oh,
You might have seen on Twitter. Yep.
Yeah. All right, it does look like he is preparing. It looks like he's taking care of any last quests. So we've got plenty of time. We're going to go ahead and raid Mike Feedback if that's okay with you guys.
Yeah, Mike.
Heck yeah.
Heck yeah.
Okay, raid phrase. Charges. Here we go. On the charges of being incredibly handsome and cool, this raid finds you guilty. Guilty as hell. Yeah. So there's your raid phrase. Show some love to Mike. He is a huge reason why this stream exists in the first place. It would not have been this smooth. It would not have been this streamlined. It would not be anywhere like where it was today this quickly if it hadn't been for Mike's influence. So please give the guy some love because your entertainment came as a direct result of his tech assistance and his passion. All right, guys. Hope to see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Mike.
Go ahead.
Oh, just want to say in that case, thanks to Mike for all of that.
Yeah.
I love these streams.
Yeah. Well, if you happen to be, if you were tuned in on Twitch when the raid pops over, make sure to let him know in text as well. But I'm about to run out of raid time. We're gonna head over. Thank you guys. Hope to see you tomorrow. And take care of yourselves. Let's raid.
See you soon. Thank you so much again for letting me